This is your news update. I'm Caroline Hogan. In national news, federal authorities have confirmed the identity of the man who held 4 people hostage at a Texas synagogue for hours on Saturday. He is 44-year-old Malik Faisal Akram, a British citizen. All 4 of the hostages were released unharmed. Akram was shot and killed. President Biden called the situation an act of terror.
With regard to Texas and the synagogue, I spoke this morning with the Attorney General and to get a rundown on, he said there was overwhelming cooperation with the local authorities and the FBI, and they did one hell of a job. This was an act of terror. This was an act of terror.
Other synagogues do have heightened security following that situation in Texas. And speaking of the president, the White House announced the website designed to help distribute those test kits will launch on Wednesday. People can use the site to order up to 4 tests per household. A phone line will be created for people who do not have computer access. The White House estimates those tests will arrive 7 to 12 days later. And authorities are issuing safety warnings after 2 people went through the ice in the Bay of Green Bay on Saturday. It happened a week after 36 people were rescued from a floating chunk of ice that broke away from the shore. On Saturday, 2 men were riding ATVs back to the shore after ice fishing and crashed through that thin ice. A 58-year-old Kiwani man was flown by helicopter to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries, and a second man was treated at the scene. And while it's still several weeks out, there's a lot of excitement over the Super Bowl in Southern California. It'll be held at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. And the NFL team is preparing for the past year, getting things set up for the biggest sporting event in the country, even making the halftime show an ode to LA.